In this video, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 best auctionable cards right now in NBA 2K23 My Team. What I do mean by auctionable cards is every card on this top 10 will be directly purchasable from the auction house. So no free cards, no Yi, no Galaxyable Yi, no Dark Matters from the trophy cases, so no Dr. J, no Tim Duncan, and then obviously no Tim Thomas as well, because Tim Thomas, yes, you can buy cards on the auction house and then lock in for him, but Tim Thomas is not directly purchasable from the auction house. So in my opinion, these are going to be the top 10 best auctionable cards. And guys, let me know in the comment section down below who are some of your guys' favorite cards used in the game right now that are auctionable, and let me know what you guys will change about my top 10. But coming in at my number 10 spot is going to be Galaxyable Zion Williamson. He's a power forward, small forward, 6'7" with a 6'10" wingspan. There is a ton of guys I was considering for this number 10 spot. I decided to go with Zion though, just because I feel like he's really dominant on both sides of the court. I mean, he's super fast, 95 speed, 95 acceleration. Like, his stats are damn near perfect for a small forward. I mean, he's amazing at going to the rim. Obviously it's Zion, so 99 driving dunk, 95 standing dunk. He's a great defender, 90 block, 90 interior defense with an 89 steal and a 90 perimeter. I mean, there's really no flaws with this card, at least stats and badges wise. I mean, maybe he's missing, you know, a couple shooting badges like Deadeye, Asian 3, and Amped, but those don't really matter too much on a guy like Zion. And then animations wise, they actually gave him a really good jump shot. He's got the O-shaper set base, which obviously Bob Nedelecki has as well, so it's a really good base on quick timing, so a super fast jump shot. And then what's crazy about this card is they gave him the MJ dribble style, the Steve Francis size up. If you guys don't know, the Steve Francis size up is probably the best size up in my team right now. It's also on guys like Tim Thomas, and is the reason why Tim Thomas is so good at moving on the court is because of the Steve Francis size up. And they also gave him, you know, the Damian Lillard size up and the normal leaner as well. So I mean, this card, his movement's super elite, he's got a great jump shot, the normal leaner, and his stats and badges are pretty much perfect, especially for your small forward. So all around, I think Zion going to be the 10th best auctionable card. Now coming in at my number 9 spot is going to be Galaxyable Dolph Chase. He's a really good power forward. He's 6'8" with a 7'1" wingspan. For me, he's just a little bit worse than a guy like Bob Nedelecki. They're both going to be great on the offensive end. I mean, Dolph's got a 93 ball, 93 mid-range, obviously got a great jump shot. He's got that Kyle Kuzma base on quick timing, super good jump shot, and very easy to green. And then even for your power forward, they gave him the MJ dribble style and the normal leaner. So I mean, this card can really do it all on the court. He's actually going to be a pretty good rebounder as well, having a 96 offensive rebound, 96 defensive. So trust me, he might be 6'8", and you might think he gets, you know, bullied down low and, you know, just gets out rebounded a lot. But from using Dolph Chase for the past couple weeks, I honestly think this card's a good rebounder and a very solid defender. So at least from my experience, he doesn't really get mashed too much or kind of gets bullied down low. So for me, I think he's going to be the 9th best auctionable card. Now coming in at the number 8 spot, I've seen the light on Magic Johnson a lot. If this was like a couple weeks ago or like a month ago, I would definitely not have Magic in my top 10, but I do think he's a lot better than I thought he would, because he's 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan. I think if you know how to use this card right and you have the right lineup around him, that's when he becomes super effective. But if you put him in the wrong setting, the wrong lineup, and you're not controlling him well and you don't know how to use him, then I don't think he's that good of a card. I think he's probably the most, not skill gap card, but like if you know how to use him, he can be super effective. And I think he's going to be the 8th best auctionable card. I mean, only because he's 6'9". That's pretty much it, the point guard spot, because stats wise, he's pretty average, which is not bad for a 6'9" point guard though. Jump shot wise, I don't like his release, and his dribble stigs are terrible, but he's still 6'9", plays amazing defense, and just going to be an absolute problem down low for pretty much every single point guard in the game. Now coming in at the number 7 spot, I still think D-Rob is a top 10 auctionable card. Yes, he's not on the same level as a guy like Yao Ming, but I don't think any card in the game right now is on the same level as Yao. So D-Rob being the 2nd best center, still going to be super elite. He's 7'1" with a 7'5" wingspan. He's going to play good defense for your center, having a 94 block, 95 interior defense, 84 steal, 87 lateral quickness, and an 85 perimeter. So a great defender in D-Rob. Obviously going to be a really good offensive center as well. That's probably what he's better at, is his offense, having an 87 3 ball, 94 mid-range, and has a really good jump shot. I would love to see on his opal card, because he should be getting an opal sometime soon, maybe in the next month. If he gets his opal card and he's now got jump shot and quick timing, I feel like that would just make him so much better on the offensive end. But right now, I think D-Rob going to be the 7th best auctionable card. And then coming in at my number 6 spot, just barely missing out of the top 5. And honestly, I think him and the guy at number 5 are very comparable, and you can really make an argument for either of those guys being better than each other. But Bob Nedelecki is going to be another really good offensive power forward, just like Dolph Chase. He's 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan, and him and Dolph are very similar. The only difference is Bob is a lot better on the defensive end, or at least a decent amount better on the defensive side of things. He's got a 94 block, 94 interior defense with an 87 steal and 80 perimeter. And then he's also got tons more Hall of Fame defensive badges. Like if you look at these badges right here on Dolph, or sorry, on Bob Nedelecki compared to on Dolph Schayes. I mean, there's a massive difference. Dolph has only got what, 2 Hall of Fame defensive badges, where Bob Nedelecki, I just showed his number 5, but yeah, Bob Nedelecki's got so many more Hall of Fame defensive badges like anchor, rebound chaser, post lockdown, you know, brick wall, chase on artist. Like, Bob is just definitely the better defender. And then offensively, it really comes down to whose jump shot you prefer. For me, I like Dolph a little bit more on the offensive end, but it's very close, and both are going to be amazing power forwards. For me, I think Bob Nedelecki going to be the 6th best auctionable card, and like I kind of showed you guys there, I do think Terry Dischinger is going to be the 5th best shooting guard, or 5th best auctionable card in my team, I should say. I do believe he's the 2nd best shooting guard, and it's kind of crazy to say that he's the 5th best auctionable card because of how good of a card he really is. But that just shows you guys how good these next 4 cards are. He's a 6'7" shooting guard though with a 6'11" wingspan. He is going to give you really good defense and offense as well. I mean, he's one of the best two-way cards in my team, just able to give you really good defense with these stats and badges. And then offensively, I think he's very solid as well. He's got Hall of Fame claim breaker, quick first step. He's got a good jump shot, the Rudy Gay base, Carmelo Anthony upper. On quick timing is going to be fast and easy to green as well. Dribble 6 wise, he's got the Chris Paul dribble style, which is probably the best 300 dribble style in the game. If you know how to use it really well, you can create a lot of space and get a lot of wide open shots. And then he's also got the De'Aaron Fox size up and the John Wall escape, which also guys like Vince Carter have, and De'Aaron Fox. Our De'Aaron Fox, you know, size up also Vince Carter has, and Cassie Russell as well. So it's a really good size up, able to create a lot of movement and a lot of space with the card. So for me, I think Terry Dischinger, like I said, going to be the 5th best auctionable card. Now guys, these next 4 cards are honestly just on a different level compared to the other 6 cards we've talked about, because at my number 4 spot, we're going to be going with the Galaxy Opal Dirk Nowitzki. And now at the power forward position, I do think he's a decent amount better than a guy like Bob Nedelecki. He's basically just a 7'1" Bob Nedelecki, 7'1" at the power forward spot with a 7'3" wingspan. He's got a 98 3 ball, 98 mid range. He's got so many Hall of Fame shooting badges like limitless range, guard up, dead eye, corner specialist, claymore, catch and shoot, blinders, Asian 3, and amped as well. I mean, the card's going to be an absolute sniper. And you probably think, well, Dirk always gets terrible jump shots in my team, so it doesn't matter how good his 3 ball or how many badges he has, he's still going to be not that good at shooting threes. But his jump shot, or at least what they change it to be Elitza base, Tim Duncan upper on quick timing. You know who else has the Tim Duncan upper? Bob Nedelecki. Like, he feels very, very similar, and his jump shot looks very similar because of the upper with Tim Duncan. Looks very similar to Bob Nedelecki. So the best way to compare this card is basically just a taller Bob Nedelecki with probably better defense as well, just because of his height and his wingspan and his player model as well. So for me, Dirk going to be the 4th best auctionable card, which is crazy to say because now we got James Harden at the number 3 spot. Now Harden and Dirk is definitely comparable and close in my opinion. I mean, they're different positions and they played a lot differently, but for me, I think Harden's a lot better at the point guard position compared to the other guys. Like, we have Magic at 3, or sorry, we have Harden at 3 and Magic at 8, so he's a decent amount better than the 2nd best point guard in my opinion, where Dirk is only, you know, 4 compared to 6 for Bob Nedelecki, so definitely a closer gap between those two guys. But James Harden's such an elite point guard. He's 6'5" with a 6'10" wingspan. I mean, this card is just an absolute demon on the offensive end. He plays very similar to Harden in real life, at least prime James Harden, where he was just unstoppable, and that's what this card is. I mean, you can't stop him. He's got such a good jump shot, really good dribble 6. They gave him the MJ dribble style compared to on his pink diamond. He had the Harden size up, or Harden dribble style, which is just a lot better nowadays, or it's just a lot better with the MJ dribble style. I mean, this card, guys, an absolute beast on the offensive end. He plays not bad defense in game because he is 6'5", and overall I think he's going to be the 3rd best auctionable card. And then coming in at my number 2 spot is going to be the Galaxy Opal Vince Carter. Honestly, guys, this just shows how good this cosmic set really was. We have Vince at 2, Harden at 3, and Dirk at 4, and you realistically could switch this whatever way you want. You could put Dirk at 2, Vince at 3, Harden at 4. You can maybe put Vince at 4, Harden at 3, Dirk at 2. Like, these cards are very, very similar, and all 3 are just super elite cards of the position. But I think Vince just going to be a tiny bit better because he's 6'6" at the shooting guard position. He's also 6 foot. He also does have a 6'9" wingspan, and I do think he's the best shooting guard in my team. Him and Terry, I guess you could say, somewhat close, but I mean, such a good jump shot with the Kyle Kuzma base. He's got that Vince Carter upper and the release on quick timing as well. He's got some elite dribble 6, just like Terry Dischinger, the De'Aaron Fox size up, John Wall escape, and the MJ dribble style as well. I mean, this card, he's so good at getting to the basket. He plays good defense. He's basically dunking on everybody. Can knock down threes at a very high level. I mean, there's really no flaws with this Vince Carter card. In my opinion, the 2nd best auctionable card. And then, guys, I mean, obviously, number 1. it's just going to be Galaxyable Yaming. There's nothing else to be really said. He's the best card in the game. He's the best auctionable card in the game. He goes for 2 million MT, and that is for a reason. In my opinion, guys, best auctionable card in my team. I mean, he's just unguardable. Best big man in the game, not even close, and maybe one of the best cards for his time ever in my team. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about my top 10? And let me know some other really fun auctionable cards you guys like using in my team that you'd maybe consider in this top 10. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.